We learned from the AMAD Chester derby. Wow. Ruben Amorim's men have come to the Etihad and absolutely stole the game. And to be honest, saying stole is actually discrediting the performance because I feel like they had more of the ball, they looked like they had more threat, and it was a really, really nice orchestrated performance. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button too. A glorious, glorious Manchester derby for you United fans. Where best to start than the AMAD Diallo performance? Look at that, his heat map completely all over the pitch. You're seeing him on the left, the right, in the center. He has so much versatility and confidence in every single zone of the pitch. And I mean, we can talk about his goals and the impact he had in United winning the game, but his overall heat map was just so impressive. Even looking at some of the stats, 89 minutes played, a goal, 2 shots on target, 2 shots blocked, 5 out of 8 successful dribbles, and of course a penalty 1-2. AMAD Diallo was on absolute fire. This is what you want to be seeing from your winger, and it still surprises me that Erik ten Hag left this guy out of the lineup for so long. His talent is so obvious for everybody to see, but it just wasn't even that. He had 57 touches, 94% pass accuracy too. He did the defensive side of the game as well with 2 interceptions, 1 tackle. He was really good. 7 out of 10 ground duels won. He was absolutely impactful all over the pitch. And without him, he would have not, United wouldn't have won the game. It was as simple as that. Although I could talk the whole video on AMAD, but I feel like we need to credit the other United performances. And one of those players who was really good today was Ugarte. I mean, he was absolutely phenomenal. The way he was covering ground, the way he was eating up spaces, the way he was dropping deep, then advancing in certain situations. This is why he's going to thrive under Ruben Amorim. He has the license to read the game as he thinks is best. He knows when he needs to attack the spaces. He knows when he needs to drop back. He knows when he play forward passes. He really has that sixth sense of the game. He's a fantastic defensive midfielder. United are really blessed with this guy. If we look at his stats, 6 out of 13 ground duels won all of his aerial duels, 4 tackles in there, 2 interceptions, 1 clearance too. It was a really positive performance from him. He was going to have to do a lot of running, especially with Bruno Fernandes playing next to him, who likes to advance and be in the forward areas of the pitch. He really needed to be on his game, and I thought he was so impressive. Probably just second in those standards for man of the match behind AMAD, but a really good performance. And it has been a consistently fantastic level of performances from Ugarte ever since Ruben Amorim came into the club. Let's not just stop there in terms of individual performances, because I feel like Harry Maguire was absolutely unreal. Me personally, as a neutral, I've always rated Harry Maguire, and I feel like it shows when he's not really the topic of the game how good he can be. He was driving with the ball, he was picking out switches, he was intercepting, he bullied Haaland. Having Haaland through the centre, he tried to peel off to Martinez, he tried to peel off to the other centre half in Mazraoui, but it just didn't happen. It was a really solid performance from Harry Maguire, and I'm sure United fans are starting to realise he's probably the best option to have in the centre-back role. I thought De Ligt was obviously great. Mazraoui absolutely pocketed Doku as well. Martinez was decent, but Harry Maguire, for me, out of the back three, stood out the most. And if we look at his stats, 3 tackles, 51 touches. He had 34 out of 37 accurate passes. He was so good. Won all of his ground duels, won 50% of his aerial duels as well. It was a really solid performance. And I feel like if United persist with Harry Maguire at the centre of that back three, they're going to have some really positive performances, because City had absolutely nothing through the middle when Harry was stood there. Let us just end off the video talking about the tactical side of Ruben Amorim, who was absolutely insane. The little tweaks he did, even Anthony coming in the pitch, you guys may have not noticed, but the zones he was picking up, allowing AMAD to come a bit more inside, because you have another attacker playing wing back. When Mazraoui came off, City had to think about this threat of Anthony, who was actually pretty decent. I think he's had a pretty decent run of cameos since Amorim has come in. He's shown what he has got, and that wing back role, it kind of does suit him. But the way Amorim tweaked that system, even the early substitution, I wanted to talk about it. Bringing on Kobbie Mainoo was absolutely incredible. Mason Mount coming off is obviously a massive blow, but Mainoo came on, fitted it like a glove, and that 3-4-3, that 3 3-5-2, that whatever you want to call it, was so effective because Mainu know when to go forward. Mainu knew when to sit back. He saw Ugarte's position. He saw Bruno's positioning. The switching in that midfield was brilliant, brilliant, brilliant to see. And Diogo Dalot as well, I think he was pretty solid. Obviously, I feel like they really do need a left wing back, somebody who has the quality to go on the outside and on the inside, because he had so many opportunities on the ball, but he almost had this brain freeze. The things to be addressed later on. Let us just be happy for that United win, that massive, massive win in the Manchester derby. It gives momentum, it gives happiness, especially since the sort of decisions Ruben Amorim has had to make. Not bringing Garnacho, not bringing Rashford, it takes a lot of cojones. And Ruben Amorim is showing he can make those big decisions. He knows what's best for his squad. And it is massive, massive, massive. I think those 3 points were massive in the context of those decisions Ruben Amorim had to make to leave out Rashford and Garnacho. But obviously, I mean, who else doesn't want to win a Manchester derby? A fantastic performance, a great day for United fans. And hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, peace.